never amount to nothing. Tear me down before my life begins. I won't be afraid to challenge myself. They won't ever break my fire. My dreams will die if I high-five the sky.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Joshua here, and I'm going to be giving you guys a deck profile today. This is going to be on more of a fun deck. I will release another version of the deck, which is a little better, and it's going to be using the Baby Raccoon engine and other things like that. But it's my Ojama deck. This is the fusion variant. It's just built to kind of get like Ojama King and Ojama Knight out. It's just more of a fun deck, like I said. So, I've been playing with this a little bit, and I really do enjoy this deck. And I kind of want to make a deck profile before I switch it up with things like Obedient Schooled and Baby Raccoons and everything. So, starting off with the stars of the show, we are running 3 copies of Ojama Black, 3 copies of Ojama Green, and 3 copies of Ojama Yellow. They're the vanillas of the deck. Things are kind of built around to get them all out at the same time. They're very fun. I like decks that utilize vanillas, because not many decks do that now, unless you count Pendulums, which you don't really see many Pendulum decks using just vanilla monsters. But yeah, very fun to play around with. Next, I'm running 3 copies of Ojama Red. This is going to be how you're getting all of your vanillas out in a single turn all at the same time. Its effect is when it is normal summoned, you can special summon up to 4 Ojama monsters from your hand in attack position. So this can swarm your entire field up, including itself, and give you some access to rank 2s and other really cool stuff. So, 3 of him. Next card I'm running is 3 Ojama Blue, my favorite Ojama monster. Its effect is when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 2 Ojama cards from your deck to your hand, and this can include Ojama Muscle, but I'm not using Ojama Muscle. So this is just searcher for all of your monsters and all of your Ojama spell cards. So that's really cool. Very good. And the last monster that I'm running is 3 copies of Junk Synchron. Sorry about that. All of your Ojama monsters are level 2s. So all of them are special summonable with Junk Synchron, and it gives you access to some nice level 5 Synchros. So moving on to the spell cards, starting off with 1 Terraforming and 3 copies of Ojama Country. Ojama Country is a very, very important spell card in this deck. It's a field spell card. It's once per turn. You can send 1 Ojama card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon 1 Ojama monster from your graveyard. And it's very cool because you can, I'll just kind of explain that when I get to the next spell card. But also, when you control a face-up Ojama monster, switch the attack and defense of all face-up monsters on the field. So that's very cool. So, since they all have 0 attack, you can make them 1,000 attack. And against a lot of decks like Boojins or Gishkis, I use Gishkis as a reference a lot because I actually run that deck. It can really help out. A lot of monsters have very low defense, but high attack, like Gishki Zilgigas himself, although it wouldn't really hurt Super Heavy Samurais or whatever, but like I said, it's just for fun. Also, it's great in combination with the next card, which is 2 copies of Ojama Magic. Its effect is, when it is sent from the hand or your side of the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 of each Ojama Green, Ojama Yellow, and 1 Ojama Black from your deck to your hand. So, when you use Ojama Country's effect, discard Ojama Magic, get a free special summon, then you get Ojama Magic's effect, and search out 3 monsters from your deck. So, deck thins like crazy, and it's nothing but pluses. Next card I'm running, 2 copies of Ojama Delta Hurricane. 3 is a bit of a dead draw. Sometimes I only get 1 off, sometimes I do get 2 off, actually. Its effect is, you can only activate this card when you control an Ojama Green, Yellow, and Black at the same time. Destroy every single card on your opponent's side of the field, so that's really cool. Of course, it doesn't hurt things like Beals, but it can hurt everything else, back row, whatever, so it's a very good card. 3 copies of Polymerization. Like I said, I am running the Fusion variant, so Polymerization is a must. Also, to search those out, we're running 2 copies of Fusion Sage and 1 Fusion Recovery. I do like adding things back. It does help out in a lot of situations. Maybe you want to use Ojama Red or Ojama Blue, important monsters that you might need later, so you just Fusion Recovery on back. And that way they don't go to waste. Next, I'm running 1 Tri-White, 2... any more than 1, pretty much, would just kind of be a dead draw. Sometimes don't even get this one off. Maybe my field is completely swarmed and I don't even have 3 spaces, so I'm only running one of these. Next, I'm running 2 copies of Creature Swap. All of them have 0 attack, so this is very nice. My favorite combination to do with Creature Swap is normal summon your Ojama Blue, Creature Swap it with one of your opponent's monsters, attack your Ojama Blue, inflict damage to your opponent, and get Ojama Blue's search. So that's very fun. 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon, kind of get rid of back row, field spell cards, just whatever is causing you some problems. And the only trap card that I'm running in this deck is 3 copies of Royal Decree. I don't really see a need for any of the other trap cards, like even Solemn Warning, really. So I just really like running Royal Decree, and that's it. So that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we are running 2 copies of Gachi Gachi Gentetsu. In my opinion, it's the best generic rank 2 there is. You can run whatever you want. This is more of a personal choice because Gachi Gachi is very good. Next, I like to run 1 Ghost Trick So Cute boss because when you have an Ojama monster on the field with your Ojama country, usually that monster will have under 1400 defense, and you can use So Cute boss to pop that monster, and that monster zone can't be used as long as she's on the field, but that's kind of irrelevant. But anyway, you get a free pop, and that's very nice, especially against Bujins, things that can activate, like when they activate Crane, and you don't have to worry about that. And I'm running 3 copies of Ronin Raccoon Sundayu. Amazing card. It's kind of like a miniature version of Draco Sack, in a way. It's once per turn, you can detach 1 Excuse material from this card, special summon 1 Kagemusha Raccoon token, and its attack becomes the same amount of the monster on the field that has the highest attack, that's absolutely crazy. It's very cool. Oh yeah, also, while you control another beast-type monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and since everything in the deck, aside from Junk Synchron, is beast-type, he's just safe. Next, I'm running 1 Herald of Pure Light. This is a personal choice. With things like polymerization or whatever, something might get stuck in my graveyard, or I don't have enough Ojamagic targets, so Herald of Pure Light does help. And you can also shuffle the card that you add from your graveyard back into the deck, which, like I said, is good for Ojamagic. For the Synchros, in other words, your Junk Synchron plays, we're running 1 Samsara Dragon of Rebirth. I really do like that card. 1 Catastard, 1 Armades, and 1 Frozen Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is kind of like Armades, just when he's destroyed by battle, you can discard a card and special summon him back. So that's very cool. For the fusions, we are running 2 copies of Ojama Knight and 2 copies of Ojama King. Very fun. They lock down your opponent's field. I actually beat my Girgia matchup because of these, because Girgias, I don't know if you know this or not, but they rely on Exceed summoning over and over and over. So this kind of locked them down and they couldn't do anything. So yeah, that's my deck profile. I hope you enjoyed this. Please test it out or give any comments below on what you thought of the deck. Like I said, I will be coming out with a better version of the deck, and it won't be the fusion variant. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.